What's happening? Welcome to the Edgewaterdan show with Danny Boy McDonough. And now, introducing the latest piece of the puzzle, besides Matt Ruin. The latest piece of the puzzle is Mr. Dan, the piano man, Gillogly. Say hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan. Hello, Dan.
You know, Dan,
Hey, Dan.
I've been reading a lot of feedback on this, and the one thing everybody agreed that this show needed was another Dan.
I know.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I know it wasn't sound effects because I want a little. I think I messed the sound effects up on the last show.
You know, I have a very good friend, Lisa, in Fort Wayne, Indiana, who called me and said, you know, Dan, I love the show. It was funny, but those sound effects were too loud and too much to take.
Yeah, they were.
So this is a nice solution. Have Dan have a little piano music in the back.
Yeah.
Kind of break up the monotony of me and you talking mindlessly.
Yes.
I like it.
I do too.
Well, this is for you, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa. Here's your sound effects. Right here. Right here, Lisa. I got your sound effects. Right here.
All right. Well, it's been a long time since we've been together.
Yes, this is show number 6.
Is it 6?
Yes.
It feels like show number 6,000.
Hey, you know what? I think I like this setup. Feels more like a studio.
It looks good. I like the music. I'm digging it.
For those of you watching, oh, wow, look at that. We are just, show by show, we're getting ourselves together. And little by little, it's all sort of coming into place. And now with Dan Gillogly, he's getting, he's putting something down. Hey, tick, tick, tick. Put something down for his
the anti-foot stomp.
Anti-foot stomping.
Yeah, man.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
I'm good, Dan. It's nice to be here.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
nice to have you.
Nice
Look
to
at
be-
McDonough's not even recognizing you. He's
No,
just
no.
he's jealous
He
already.
was looking at your library.
He is jealous, is what it is.
Yeah, it's killing me. It's killing me. I need more time on the mic.
He liked being 50%, Dan. Not
Listen,
33
Dan.
and a third percent.
I'm very happy.
You know
being
what's odd?
33.
Now that I think about it, the first 2 people I
Bring
thought
it.
of about having with me on the show were you two. Oddly enough.
Well, there
And
you go.
now here, and Matt. Matt was automatically in because he set everything up.
Well, it's come to fruition.
And isn't
Come
it?
through.
And
that-
this is a nice setup. I think that you know, as time goes on, something will happen. You know?
Well, God knows, because nothing's happening right now.
No, it isn't. Dan, tell us a little about yourself. Dan, did you start the dueling pianos, or
No.
what's the story? You
No,
didn't
no.
start.
I
I thought you started.
Our dueling piano started in like back in New Orleans in the 30s, and it's
Oh.
just become like a modern day vaudeville circuit. Really, you know, there's a couple of major chains that own some clubs, and they're all over the country and all over the world. And then every once in a while, some jamoke comes by and says, "I got an idea. I'm gonna strike it rich and start my own dueling pianos club." And of course, they only last for a couple of years because running a bar business is a tough gig. And
So I'm lying to people when I say yeah, Dan started the dueling piano.
no,
You used to be the Second City piano player.
I was at Second City for 10 years. And
10 years.
I lived to tell about it. Yes, I did.
Where? What years?
86 through 96.
86
so I
through
started-
96.
Yeah, I started off in the Tourco. I subbed for Laura Wasserman, actually Laura Hall, who's on Whose Line Is It Anyway? And then I was touring for a couple of years, and then we opened up a theater out in Rolling Meadows. And I was-
Rolling Ghettos?
Yeah, Rolling Ghettos. And then I was out in L.A. for a while. We did a bunch of pilots and industrials and opened a theater out there. And then I wound up back here for a couple of years. I was a music director at ETC in Piper's Alley. So
Piper's Alley.
it was a good run, man. It was a great
Piper.
run. It was a great run out there. I
Yeah.
like working
Well,
at
I
Piper's
saw your
Alley.
picture in the 50th anniversary. Was it 50th
Yeah.
anniversary?
Yeah, we just in 59 they started, so they had a big shindig to mark
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see everybody. It's nice. It's a nice alumni group too. Everybody looks out for each other and takes care of each other and keeps in touch.
Yeah, and in the 80s and 90s, you were all getting wasted together. Let me watch out for you.
Yeah, it's fucking great, man. We used
I
to
can
walk in there,
imagine, huh?
I liked the job in Tourco because they didn't pay us a lot, but if I just showed up, I could drink a lot.
So there you go.
It was great.
I'm kind of a celebrity whore. Give me someone. Give me the most famous person you've worked with, Dan.
Well, right now it's Steve Colbert because he took over the Late Show.
Mr. Stephen Colbert.
Wow.
Steve Colbert. So.
Took over. He's taking over for Letterman in the
Taking
fall.
over for Letterman,
And we're going to find out who the real Stephen is. What is the real Stephen like?
Stephen's very, very smart, above average intelligence. Works at the top of his intelligence all the time. Surrounds himself with good people. He was a good collaborator too. I enjoyed writing with him a lot.
Really?
Yeah, because he would test it. He would test it and he would test it and he would make sure it was good, and he would always keep working at the top of his game. But and it was easy to work with. He wasn't like all hyper like. Some
He
of us
doesn't
get.
seem like it.
No, he
seems like a good dude.
He is. He's very straight ahead about what he's. If he doesn't like what's going on, he'll talk to you about it.
He's done a lot for our troops too.
Yeah.
He has.
Yes, I'm not surprised.
Done a lot for the morale of our troops overseas.
Yeah.
And he's a Democrat, right?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah,
he is.
him and his cohort Jon Stewart have done a lot for the liberal agenda. Nonsense propaganda. But you know what? He makes me laugh. I don't understand it. If Letterman's signing off in May, why are we waiting for Steve Colbert to come in September, October?
He's probably getting his writers.
Cheaper to run reruns.
So it always comes down to Dan, right?
Yes.
So tell me, you're back in Chicago. Do you miss the L.A. weather? Are you
Yes,
acclimated?
I miss the LA weather, and I miss LA, but I'm so glad we were able to raise our kids here in Chicago because they're true Midwesterners,
You know what? I love you said that, right? There's something about a good Chicago family, right?
Yeah, I love it.
But I tell you, I spent some time in L.A. just, off and on, and I just, I loved it. I thought it was Chicago with good weather. I didn't see the fakeness of the people. Of course, I wasn't in the industry, but I love that town. I love the weather.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, I was back there last year, and I was
like
man, I got to move back here. I love LA. I got it in my blood, but I'm glad now the kids are raised, so I don't really have an excuse to stick around here because they're pretty much up and out now.
Right.
Well, now you might.
I'm thinking of going soon.
You're a third of the Dan show. I think you got to stick around for at least till.
Okay, maybe another episode.
What are we going to do without the other Dan?
Yeah, there you go.
We will be lost.
We're acclimated now.
Wait a minute now. Tell us about your phone, McDonough.
All right, why do you want to hear about my phone again?
Because you said, I can't wait to tell everybody about my phone. I forgot what happened. The first show, he lost his phone.
All right, well, first of all,
yes.
I was thinking, what is the biggest success of radio and or podcasting in the last year was that show called Serial. And people tuned in every week to find out. It was about this kid in Baltimore who may or may not have committed murder. Did you hear about this?
No.
How?
I don't. You had told
Wait,
me about
podcasting is your world, and it was the biggest thing to happen in podcasting.
Podcasting is my new world, and you're part of it, unfortunately.
All right, well, it's this really, it started off on NPR, and it was a show called Serial, and it's taken off, and it was tremendous success and a big surprise. Millions of people tuned in every week to hear the ongoing story, and it was a serial.
Was it a written story?
No, well, it was an investigative reported piece on this kid in Baltimore who may or may not have killed his girlfriend when he was a teenager. And some breaking news, by the way, just came out recently that the kid's getting a new trial because of the Serial podcast.
Really?
Why is Matt laughing?
I love this piano. I love it.
Breaking news.
Well, it is.
This
so,
just in.
but how about that? The power of the podcast. This guy, if he is indeed innocent, is going to get a second trial because of the Serial podcast.
Right.
So,
Wow. We got to keep this thing going just in case we ever get caught.
We got to keep this thing
here
going.
you go.
Start breaking the law.
My feeble
No,
attempt.
screw that. Just get a podcast. Break all the laws you want.
Well, my feeble attempt to have a Serial story is my iPhone 6. It was one of our first podcasts in which I got a new iPhone 6. I was terribly excited, and I left it on the bus.
Yeah,
Nice.
the
I had
first
it-
day.
I had
Then
it-
the next day, I get a phone call. I have your friend's phone. And I'm like, how the hell? This is McDonough's phone? Because he called me right when he got his phone. Then he lost it.
So you were my first call.
Yes.
Congratulations.
You're the
Well,
only
thank you very
lifeless-
much.
So
You're
we
the
met
lifeline.
a very nice couple who found the phone in Lincoln Park.
No, it was just a guy.
Well, he was walking his dog.
He
with
was
his
by
girl.
hemself.
There was a girl and a dog.
He lived in the building. The girl lived in the building. He was by himself.
I thought they made a cute couple.
We should tell him that. You still got his number?
So anyway, Dan, I got the phone back, and I was very excited. And
We gave him a 20.
Well, we gave him a 20, and he took it.
No, I
so
thought
I
my
was-
hand was going to come off.
People will do the right thing if you give them a 20. Anyway, so I was very excited to have my phone back. So we had a podcast and we broke the news and people were terribly excited.
Yes, they were.
Sure.
The Twitter was blowing up.
Yes.
Dan's got his phone back.
Yeah, we don't have a Twitter account.
But it blew up.
But it blew up.
It would have blown up.
It would have.
So anywho, I might have after the podcast gone out drinking that night, and I had to go to work very early the next morning. I was very hungover, and I was what sometimes when you're hungover you're craving spicy food. So
Sure.
I went to Taco Bell. Now I gotta be honest with you.
What else can you do if you live in Chicago?
I gotta be honest with you, Dan.
Taco Bell.
I haven't been to Taco Bell in 15 years.
And they went, Dan, where you been?
Man, we missed you.
We missed you.
Pull up a chair.
Hello, Mr. McDonough.
All right, so I pop on in.
Spicy
and
food for
I
McDonald's.
got a burrito supreme, and I know.
Bet that hangover felt
I
real
know.
good after
Well,
that.
I got here's the I never got to the burrito. I get
He
it.
ate
I
his
put
phone.
it. I put it on my what do you call that thing where you carry
A tray.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. So I put the burrito on the tray and I put it down on my my little table. And I was going to sit down and eat it, and I realized I had no napkins. And if you've ever had a burrito, right, you need some napkins, Dan, right?
Several.
So I ran back to get some napkins, and as I do it, there's two young African American kids
Utes.
with youth
Two Utes.
with dreads, and they grab my phone and they run. So
Thugs.
of course, I chased them.
Thugs
Of course.
are
I
us.
chased them across the McDonald's parking lot,
Come on.
Park and Addison. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was just very upset.
What were you saying?
Come back here.
Yeah.
It
they,
did it. It
Did
did-
they? No.
It
Oh,
didn't-
okay.
It didn't
Here you go,
work.
mister.
Be right
Sorry.
there. Let me wait for the light.
Wait a minute. What were these guys? There were such two thugs with dreadlocks.
I never said thugs.
I did. You got a problem with that?
I
They
do.
stole
They
your
stole
phone.
your
They must
phone.
be yeah, come on.
Dan.
I'm not afraid.
Was it a crime?
It is what it is.
Was it a crime of opportunity? I mean, I left it by the door.
What crime isn't?
Who the fuck steals? Oh, I swore.
Oh.
That's the first time I swore. Who steals cell phones nowadays? Everybody has cell phones. Well, I'm down to 6, though.
Well. Now I don't know because I don't know.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Well, anyway, I think all right. This is going to be a problem because guess what? I'm at Aston and Clark. What's there? Wrigley Field. What's right down the street from Wrigley Field? A police station.
Oh, boy.
So I pop in to see my good friends at the police, and they were very nice and very welcoming.
How you doing?
Yeah, hey, how you doing? And I came in, I said, I just I had my phone stolen at the Taco Bell, right down the street.
You had your what?
My phone stolen at the Taco Bell down the street.
It
So they
wasn't two
arrested
black
you?
kids, was it?
So they arrested you for eating at Taco Bell?
Dan, you're stepping on my line.
Oh,
A nice sergeant, very nice guy, large fella,
Sure.
mustache.
Yes.
And he goes, I got to be honest with you, buddy. You want to know what your first mistake was?
Oh.
Eating at Taco Bell.
There you go.
Kind of, putting salt in the wound, putting salsa in the wound.
Yee!
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
So 2 cell phones lost within,
You-
same phone lost with twice within 36 hours.
My name is Danny McDonough. I have a cell phone to use. If you come to my house, I'll make you strawberry stew.
No.
Oh my God! I mean, you had
I know,
something, you
I
had
did.
it, and you lost.
Well,
it.
I was afraid you were going to cut me off like the last few times I tried to do something.
Oh, so see that, Dan? It's my fault.
Yes.
All right, well,
Gotta
so the
blame
good people of
someone. I'm not going to
Verizon,
blame the piano player.
the good people of Verizon got me a new phone, so I do have a new iPhone 6. I'm very happy, and this is the last time you will hear of it.
I have to get a new cell phone. Either that or I don't know. I can only use what do you call it? Speakerphone. So
All right.
everybody hears my phone calls.
Well, 2 recommendations.
Luckily, no one calls me.
The iPhone 6 is great.
Yes.
Very intuitive, very fast, great battery life. But if you get one, stay out of the Taco Bell.
You should have went the King's Taco. What's
Well,
that? Where's Taco
TBK
Bell at?
at least,
It was
man.
horrible. I don't know. I never ate it.
Where?
But that Taco Supreme.
You should have whipped the
that
burrito at the
Supreme.
kid. Is what you should have done.
That would have taken him.
You should
Yeah.
have saw me chase. You should have saw me running, hungover, full of snow and ice, and I'm running across the McDonald's parking lot, Clark and
back here.
Addison. Come back, come back.
Come back.
Clark and Addison.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I know the Taco Bell.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, what else? What else is happening since we've talked last?
I shot a movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
I lose a phone, you shoot a movie.
Yes.
I shot the movie.
Ah,
I swear it was in self-defense.
I shot the movie. Yes, I shot Dan Burns is Out of Touch with who? I had Michael McDermott. We had Julia Kessler. We had Paul Daddario and Ron Dean come out, and they were swinging.
all right, and so help me out here, Dan. Dan Burns is an old friend of ours from St. Gregory's in the neighborhood,
Yes, sir.
and that was his second book, his second novel, a collection of short stories, I believe.
Second or third.
Oh.
Yeah, and I still have 2 days to shoot. I have a little green screening that I want to do, and we'll see if I do that. And I might have 3 days, but I have a couple scenes I have to set up. But the important part of that movie is as they say, in the can, and I'm very happy and proud of the actors, and they stepped up to the plate. And it's not easy to shoot, as you would know, Dan Gillogly, to shoot movies. But
Especially in Chicago.
I had all the permits. I did everything right. You know, even the city said, "Well, you really don't need permits," because I was inside the bar. I used the Jefferson Inn. I said, "Give me the permit. I want it. I'll pay you the $25, and you know, if anybody says anything, you whip the permit out." So get out of here.
I agree. Better safe than sorry. And
Yeah.
you know what, Dan? You tossed some names around, but you said Michael McDermott.
Yes.
What? Local Chicago musician, very well known.
Very well known, and a very good actor, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I was right. I was right.
Wait,
It's
are you
good
telling
to
me?
be right?
Hold on. Was this his acting debut?
Yes, I believe it. You know what? I think it was. I really didn't ask him to give me a background when I asked him to be in the movie. I'd actually have another idea for him, but this came across me desk, and I went, you know what? Michael would be perfect for this, and he knocked it out of the park.
Wow.
I mean, the guy has been on stage for 30 years.
He's an exceptional guy.
Yeah, he
Truly.
is. He's
I've
smart.
worked with him a few times.
Yeah, smart,
Great musician.
Yeah.
Super smart. Absolutely.
nice guy.
Do you know? I found in my travels,
no ego?
entertainers are entertainers, right? And sometimes people are surprised, like when an actor can sing or a singer can act, and you know, I think it all kind of goes hand in hand, right? I think
Well,
entertainers
like,
are entertainers.
I was watching the Grammys yesterday, and I see Dwight Yoakam go up, and every time I see him, I think of
Guitars, Cadillacs, and Hillbilly. What's that song?
no, I think of
Sorry.
what's that movie was in with
Tim
Billy Bob Thornton?
I like taters.
Yeah, I like taters. What's Sling Blade?
I was gonna say Blowfish. I don't know.
Blowfish, Sling Blade. But you're right, and the thing is, you're right. The name of the movie is Blowfish.
Thank you. That's a movie I'm
But
renting
I'll
later
tell you what,
tonight. Yes.
Michael came into this role and he prepared like an actor, and then he had another strong actor to play off of, who's Julia Kessler, who, I mean, she does her homework. She walks in, she comes in, and she's prepared. She does her backstory. She does all the necessary things that an actor should do. And then you got Ron Dean, who's been a Hollywood actor for 30-something years. He's probably done a good amount of Tom Cruise's movies. He's done quite a few of his. Yeah, he did it. What was the first? Above the Law, I think, was his first movie.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, Seagal. Well, there's a Academy Award winner.
That's not a bad movie though.
No, it's a great movie.
It is,
That
right?
was Dennis Farina.
Dennis Farina.
Not his debut, but his first major role.
And what's her name? African American woman.
No, Sharon Stone was in it. She's the Seagal's wife.
All right, who's
Who
his
was the
partner?
Who?
She was like, come on.
Oh, was it Pam Grier?
Pam Grier, yes.
It was
Very
Pam
nice.
Grier.
Oh, you know. Now that we're
Forgot about
now
that.
that we're playing this name with these games, Dan, I'm thinking about some more feedback we got from the other podcasts about accuracy, and this is to a good friend of mine, Eileen.
Eileen Donahue?
Well, I wasn't going to mention her last name.
Well, there we go.
Who I love, and she loves to give feedback, Dan.
Oh, she's a feedbacker.
Well, anyway, Dan, in the last podcast, somehow we were talking about Elvis Costello and he was married to, and Dan, not me, Dan said that he was married to Alison Krauss, and I went along with it because I didn't want to.
Wasn't she?
No, he's married to Diana Krall.
Oh, Krauss, whatever.
Eileen was very upset by
cares?
it and insisted that we hire a fact checker.
Why?
I don't know. She was upset.
Good to be wrong.
Well, he wanted to
Everybody doesn't have to be right all the time.
He wanted to get a check factor, but he didn't get
Thank you.
too expensive.
We
here on
wouldn't be
Milwaukee
ourselves
Avenue.
if we were
right.
Right. Why do you want to go and ruin everything?
Then what could we talk about then?
Yeah, exactly.
Dan, do you know any
Be
music
right all
by
the
Diana
time.
Krall?
No, I
You
really
know, there's
don't.
some people-
I've tried to avoid it my whole life.
How about Alison Krauss?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you know.
Diana Krall, she just does a bunch of covers, doesn't she?
Exactly. I heard her do. Yes, very nice. She did like a Frank Sinatra cover. I've had it. The best thing she ever did was marry Elvis Costello.
Elvis could write a song.
He sure can. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you? So you were in the middle.
No,
of
I have no idea. I'm just listening to watching you two. This is great, isn't it? I told you this was going to be great.
I like it.
I said
like
the
it.
show is going to go up another notch.
Well, you know, we both love music, and you know, our head engineer here, Matt's in a great band. What's
Yes,
your band
Matt,
again, Matt?
what did you do? By the way, the reason I didn't make it to the Elbow Room was because of Dan.
It's because we're both almost 50, and we can't stay out past 11 on a Saturday night.
We didn't show. Did you know that? I called McDonough. I said, "Come on, we gotta go." We said we were gonna go. I'm not going out. It's too cold, and I got company coming over. Oh, Saturday night.
No, he was going
you
to
know.
watch Blowfish. That's not company.
Hey, now.
So I didn't go. I felt like crap because I felt guilty. All right. So, anyways, there was 100 and 200 people there, and we weren't missed.
No
one cared.
In fact, Dan, I think we could have told him we were there. Man, you guys rocked that
You guys
second
were
song.
great.
I would totally have believed you guys. Absolutely.
Damn it!
We just
So
couldn't
what
get through.
happened?
Yeah, how was it?
It was the CD release party. How
Yeah, it
many
was
did
outstanding. About 200 people there. All the bands rocked. We played for about 50 minutes, which is the longest I've ever played
Really?
in my musical career. It felt great. It was
Really?
amazing, yeah.
You could have gone 51, I'll bet.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you play the guitar at all, or did you just sing?
No, just singing.
And the bass player, did he show?
Yeah, of course
Oh,
he did.
well, good.
Absolutely.
Well, we know what his attendance is like.
Yeah, Dan, they sat in on the last podcast.
Yeah,
and
but the
they
bass player didn't
played.
show.
But you know what? They sounded awesome.
He looks wicked. I like how that dude looks.
Yeah, he's got the big
he looks
beard.
like a monster.
Well, there you go.
No, like a monster bass player, not like a monster.
He is,
like a
He's
werewolf.
a killer. He can definitely walk, that's for sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, what about the Real Radio? You went to Texas?
Oh, I just I went down to Austin for a little while, just kind of promoting the new album, handing out some CDs and stuff.
Did
doing
they
some
put you on the
shows.
radio?
We actually we have been on the radio on the Fox 103.9. It's up in like Crystal Lake.
It's
So, yeah.
Fox 103.9 Fox.
Yeah.
Arrrrrrr!
They got some great guys up there, and the dude Aldis.
What's a Fox make?
He put our single up on the air, so we've been on FM.
Jeez.
FM.
It's a proud moment for the
And
band.
now,
Well, there you go.
that's really good.
Yeah,
I mean,
You know, once
dude,
you make
just-
Crystal
feeling,
Lake,
isn't it?
well,
It is.
world's your
It really
oyster.
But let me tell you something about this dude. I met him. We bought this stuff
At Music Center.
at Music Center.
Wow.
I met him at Music. It's called Music Center.
Sure.
But he started writing the album then. Didn't you just really start writing it? Because
Yeah,
you go.
I've been
I mean,
working on that stuff for about 5 years, and then pulled some guys together, and couldn't be happier with them. They're
But it wasn't
exceptional
even
musicians.
created.
Wait,
The stuff you had just really started putting it together within the last 6 months, right? I mean, you had been
Okay.
working on it,
I was working on it, but
but it really came
I
together.
didn't want to release anything without having other creative minds
Right.
put their touch to it.
And now you're going to be on
The Wizard.
88.3 or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
cool.
Wizard.
Again, it is the Wizard.
Yeah, but we're gonna do a live show on.
Where's the
FM.
Wizard? Is that DePaul or
It's on,
Loyola's?
Oh God, what is it? It's near Skokie.
Northwestern.
I think it's Northwestern.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's
yeah.
Northwestern Station.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Wow. Rolling them out. What about
So-
you, Dan? What do you got?
What do I
Oh,
got?
wait. You showed us what you did.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did.
I did nothing.
The planned property
Oh,
thing.
please. I want to talk about that.
With
But
all the why, it was good though.
That's a very great ad.
We're
It's
sitting here
super cool.
complimenting you.
It's
I'm horrible. I'm bad. I stink. I have no self-esteem.
Wait a minute. You don't get it both ways. First, you tell me I'm a prima donna and demand 50% of the time on the microphone. Then you tell me that you don't get it both ways.
Yes, I do. It's my stuff.
Easy, ice cream boy.
You don't get
My
it
vote is
both
the
ways
Dan.
either.
He gets
I
it.
buy ice cream. We go to, first of all, we're at Music Center, and he says, I got to get coffee. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm tired. I was up at 3 in the morning.
I wake up at 3 a.m. to take my
I got
dog
to go.
out.
The dog broke the leash. So he goes, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts.
I went to Dunkin' to get some coffee.
I go, okay, great. He goes, I'll get you one. So meet me there. I pull up. He's sitting there. Hey, I'm yelling. What are you yelling about? I go, where's my coffee? I didn't know what you had in it. Get your own coffee.
You said that to him?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know what that voice is. But
Oh,
I've never said.
yeah. He knows exactly what that voice is.
The
That's
truth
him.
is, I know Danny likes his ice cream, so I knew by not getting his coffee, he'd have to go in and get his coffee, and therefore by what?
Chocolate chip and Rocky Road. And I give him the ice cream when I get in the car. Matt's in the back seat. He's in the front. He sticks it at his feet by the heater, and by the time we get back here, it's milkshake.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's rules for handling Danny's ice cream.
Yeah, don't put it by the heater. It's one of them. That's one.
All right, well now it's soupy. I like a soupy.
No,
ice
it's in the fridge, but it's going to be perfect. Dan.
Oh.
You actually did it.
Look
You
at
actually
that.
did me a favor.
See, again,
Yeah.
I always do.
As long as you didn't put a prize in the middle, it's okay. He hates the prize in the middle.
All right, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Can we, it's the day after the Grammys, and since we're talking about music, I got something to say about the Grammys last night because I was absolutely, without doubt, blown away by the opening.
By Enrique Iglesias.
No, he didn't perform. I don't know how in the world you have a show devoted to music and not invite Enrique Iglesias to open the show, but they didn't. He did present, and he did look phenomenal.
Doesn't he play La Vida Loca?
No, that's Ricky Martin.
Oh, sorry.
Don't you ever confuse those two? It's like
So
that
the
would be,
Grammys were good last night. Huh?
well, the opening act came out, no announcement, just on the stage, AC/DC.
Yes.
And I'm thinking to myself, uh-oh, this could go terribly bad. Matt, is there any way you could give me the age of Brian Johnson from AC/DC? Because I'm going to say
Just a
he's
second.
over 65.
The singer?
Yes,
The singer?
Brian Johnson.
He looked great.
He looked amazing, and more importantly, he hit those high notes, and he was singing like AC/DC back in the 80s. I thought it was phenomenal. Just went out there, belted it out, nailed it. They played one of the new songs, and, I was thinking to myself, uh-oh, is Angus Young still going to be wearing that stupid schoolboy outfit?
He was born in 1947.
Can you do your gazintas and figure out how old that is?
57, 67, 77, 87, 97, 2007.
He's 18 years older than
60.
you.
He's almost 70.
He's almost 70.
Holy shnikes.
And he just nailed it, Danny. And
I
Angus,
saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah. I
Do you
recorded
agree?
it.
Do you agree? Sounded
Yeah,
great.
I couldn't believe it.
I mean, and maybe Dan, you could help me with this, or maybe Matt. Is there something enhancing his voice there? Is there some kind of technology that's helping him there?
Could be.
No, that's
The
it.
technology's available, but
Nah,
I'd
yeah.
have to check it out.
But
Yeah,
man,
I'd
you
have to
know,
watch it. I'd have to watch it.
but
to
you
see.
know that voice,
You
right?
can always tell if somebody's lip syncing. I mean, if you're watching real close.
No, he
Like I
wasn't
was
because
watching the
No,
Super
no.
Bowl and Katy Perry was not lip syncing for
She
a
wasn't.
change. She was hot, man. She was like out of breath and she hit, was hitting her cues.
they got to pay to be on the Super Bowl, too. Did you know that?
Oh, they got to pay?
Yeah.
I thought Pepsi picked up the tab.
I'm sure
They
did.
said this is the first year they had a pay.
Oh, you
Bad.
missed it,
That
Dan.
was horrible. That was bad.
Pepsi picked
Picked
up
up
the
the
tab.
I got it right when you
It
guys
was so
looked at
bad,
me
he
like I
didn't
was
even-
supposed to get it.
It was so funny. He didn't
That
bother
just
to
that
laugh
just
about it.
registered with me.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, let's
No
let's
more
look-
smart
It was
jokes.
for the
Hold
older
on.
demographic of our audience.
Let's
Don't worry, Matt.
let's wait for the 300 listeners to pick it up. Okay,
Hey,
we're good.
there we go. Everybody
on.
got it?
Jesus.
All right.
No, I heard that this was the first year that you had to pay to play.
Well, I also heard that
Lenny Kravitz.
Missy Elliott's album had a huge resurgence from that.
Missy who?
Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, the best female rapper ever.
See, I did not know that was her.
What do you mean?
She was on for 30 seconds. I'm like, who's, you know?
Well, she was better used than Lenny Kravitz, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Do you like the axe? When I'm talking about the
Nobody
African
axed
American. I mean, what was that whole Lenny Kravitz thing about? But Jesus Christ,
Lenny
that's
Kravitz? what was he playing for?
I don't know.
It was like, what are you doing here?
What did he pay to play for 45 seconds?
I don't know.
If you notice, they played when she changed outfits, so I think that's what it was all about. But
And
Lenny Kravitz is 40. He's almost 50, and he looks amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
Man, I'll tell you, black don't crack.
but if you had, I'm sure he has a trainer, and you know what? A friend of mine
He's
used
got
to
an
do
8-pack. He's 50.
fake,
An 8-pack.
fake.
It was
What do you
surgically
call it?
implanted.
Tattoos of body painting, and she body painted Lenny Kravitz, and she said he smelled.
I don't buy it for a minute.
I just telling you what she said.
I bet you.
Karen, if you're listening.
Karen, I don't believe you. I think he smelled like a chocolate morsel.
Oh God!
All right, so anyway,
Let's start talking about what we were talking about in the car. If you're gonna go there, you sick person.
we were anyway. So I thought AC/DC nailed it, and then they played Highway. Here's the great thing, Dan. If you get a chance, watch a replay of it because it's AC/DC. It's Angus Young in that stupid schoolboy outfit running around this stage.
Yeah, it was great.
Nonstop energy, nonstop enthusiasm. He's nailing the guitar riff. I don't know if he's good or not, but he looked to be enjoying himself, and he's dancing around, and he's got to be 72. And I just think it was just an awesome way to start it. But the thing was, while they were playing, everybody in the front row, when I mean front row, I'm talking Lady Gaga, Tony Bennett, Dierks Bentley, your big country guys, Kanye West, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, and they were so into it. I mean,
Right.
they were really genuinely.
That's what the Grammys used to be all
Man,
about.
I loved it.
I don't know what
loved it.
happened to the Grammys, but what I saw the other day,
I know. I thought
I
that
didn't
was-
like it.
Well, I thought that was a great way to start. Did
I
you?
liked Kristen Wiig running around like the crazy chick she is.
That was silly.
It was silly, and I didn't even know the goofball was singing on the stage until the end. What's her name? She doesn't face the stage. Turn around, you idiot. What's up with that? I don't turn and look at the audience when I sing my songs.
Well, you know,
What?
for some
What's her
peop-
name?
I forgot. For some people, it's about the art.
You know what? It was very artistic. It was a beautiful set.
All right, did you
Who?
see?
There was a 12-year-old with Kristen Wiig, and it was weird.
It was an homage to the video. That was.
I didn't see the video.
Oh.
I don't watch videos anymore.
Well, it's hard to find them. I don't know where do you see them anymore.
You know? Do you?
No.
I mean, why don't they bring old-fashioned MTV back or VH1? They probably have it.
They're doing reality shows now. They
All right.
Oh my
make money
God!
out of that. No,
Let's-
I watched precious little of the Grammys. I really had no desire to. It wasn't like
You got to
something
talk
I
in
really,
the mic, bro.
It wasn't like something I really said. Oh my God, I got to watch the Grammys.
How about Sir Paul McCartney with Rihanna? I thought
He's
and
great.
Kanye West,
Anything Paul McCartney touches is gold.
including Rihanna. You know.
He turned that into a jam. That was.
I thought
it
that
was
was,
a
I
jam.
thought they nailed that too. You should look that up too, Dan. And
How about
and listeners.
Prince in his tangerine outfit?
Oh,
Yeah,
you know.
and that I just like to smack him. I mean, he has that Prince look, like a devilish little kid look, where he looks to the side of his eye. He's great though. He's
He is.
Oh,
Isn't
he's
he?
brilliant.
He really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his recording techniques in the '80s were breaking ground left and right.
yeah.
But I heard.
But
Beck
I
won
still like
album
to
of the year.
smack him. I
Back
wouldn't
one
really
album
smack
of the year, and I mean, it
I'm
was
so happy. That guy is amazing.
well.
Who's that? What?
Beck, who
Oh,
won
yeah.
album of the year.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that album at
Oh,
all.
and that moron got up when he
Oh.
won the thing. What's his name?
Kanye,
He got up and
Chicago's own Kanye
Yeah.
West.
Aren't you allowed only one disruption at a
Well,
major
he-
award
he-
But
ceremony?
he
did it
thought
as a
about
joke.
what he was doing. It looked like he actually thought, I
He did
better
it
not do this.
As a joke.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Then he took it back and said, "No,
and
it's
then
not a
at
joke."
the end, he can't. It's Kanye. What are you gonna do?
Come on, man.
He's
You
married-
know what?
he's
I don't even know who he is. I never listened to a song he ever
One of
sang.
Chicago's own. You stick,
Yeah,
you
well,
stick
he's
up
not
for
my
Chicago.
Chicago. I'm not going to stick up for that moron.
How about did you see Common end the show?
Is
with
he
that
West Side or South Side? Chicago.
We're all one side, man.
No, we ain't.
We're one city, one love.
Yeah.
One love. Chicago, one love. Chi-Town.
Did you see Common close it with the song from Selma?
Yes.
That was nice. It was beautiful.
Yeah. It was. It was like the, I don't know.
Did Wilco win anything?
No.
No.
Are they still around, Dan?
How about Gina Rodriguez? She's from Chicago, too, isn't she?
She is, and she won what? I mean, you just went from Grammys to Emmys. Didn't
Well,
you?
she announced the
Lane Tech graduate, I believe.
she announced the Colombian fellows or the Latin fellows who played a song, and it was really good actually. It started out like we had a bunch of mixes, and it was started out like Santana, and then it went sort of poppy, like pop poppy hippie. You know, it was a really good song.
Poppy hippie.
Poppy hippie. It's a new type
genre.
of music. I'm into the poppy hippies. But she got out, and that's the thing that made me think about. She said, you know, when someone has that, they put that Latino accent into something, and you know she's from Chicago. She's from Chicago. She's like me and you, you know. But then she says Colombian. She turns into someone that's not from Chicago. She suddenly, you know.
I think everyone does that.
Give me a break. Just say Colombian.
You ever, when Oprah's talking to an African American audience, she breaks out her black.
Yeah.
I do it. If I'm out with my gay friends, I become a lot gayer.
What about your Irish friends?
I drink a lot more.
Did you order in a Spanish accent at Taco Bell?
Thank you, Dan.
Sure.
When you're out with the Irish friends, you start beating each other.
Oh, nice.
Beating each other up.
But, I got a little story to tell you. I was shopping at Jewel yesterday, and I was looking for my Lucky Charms cereal. Sure. Love Lucky Charms.
Magically delicious.
Jeez. Here we go.
And there is a new St. Patrick's Day version of Lucky Charms.
Is there?
All green marshmallow treats.
Oh, thank
Really?
God.
I wonder if your
They're
poop
cool.
turns green.
Oh, yeah.
They're wonderful. I got all right.
Like
full confession. I bought the box yesterday. It's gone.
Well, did you have milk in that cereal?
Someone told me to put some Guinness in there. I wouldn't-
Really?
I wouldn't.
Where's me Lucky Charms?
So yeah, run out and try that. St.
Sure.
Patrick's Day for hey, does McDonald's still do the Shamrock
They
Shake?
better.
That's when you poop green.
Sure.
Is
For a
that
week.
true?
Yes.
All right, I got a question for you. When I was a kid, I could have sworn the Shamrock Shake. Yeah.
Say it again.
Thank you. The Shamrock Shake was a vanilla shake with some green food dye, but I think over the years it's evolved into a mint flavored.
It is minty now.
It is.
I didn't like
And I think they put a little whipped cream on it. And I
And
think they put
peppermint
cherry.
schnapps.
Now we're talking. Now you're talking.
Oh, I
Now
drank
with German
peppermint
shake.
schnapps in 6th grade.
Well, you're the ice cream expert.
Uh,
Have you had a Shamrock Shake yet this year?
no.
Well, if you do, don't.
I'm not
put
going to
it-
drink it if it's mint. I can't drink it.
Well-
Because when I was in 6th grade, I drank peppermint schnapps, and I was in Fraser's basement, and it was Pat Smith and Troy Tucker, Vinny Snow's cousin.
I know Troy Tucker, the mother Tucker.
Troy Tucker, the mother
Tucker.
Tucker.
Right.
And me and Smith, no, I wasn't 6th grade. We were like juniors in high school.
Yeah, I mean, that's
'Cause
a
me and-
big difference, Dan. That's 6 years.
They all blurred together
But
at that age.
the
for me.
outcome was the same.
All right, but
We drank a case of beer each, me and Smith.
No, not that young. You probably split a case.
No, we were counting. I was at 28. And I drank some peppermint schnapps.
It was
and then
a new
we
record
ate
for him.
Then we ate the pizza and it had onions on it, and I drank peppermint schnapps, and I got violently ill from drinking, and I was throwing up in the big keg tubs. Remember the
Yes.
steel tub?
Yes,
Keg
yes,
tubs that Frazier had?
Yes.
And my nose started bleeding, so it looked like I was in a big puddle of blood. Oh, it was horrible.
So that's the last time you drank peppermint schnapps.
I will never. I can't even. Yeah.
And
but-
put onions on your pizza.
And put on my pizza.
Never doing
I
that.
was going the same way, Dan. Thank you.
So no, I won't be
rock.
drinking milkshake, whatever.
I had a similar.
Shamrock shake.
Shamrock shake.
I'm not going to tell the Robin Jacobson story. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't say that. All right. What do you want to talk about next?
I don't know, Dan.
Well, what's anything in the news, Dan? Anything exciting?
Sort of. No, wait. Dan's boyfriend.
Who's Dan's boyfriend?
What's his face? I wrote down Dan's boyfriend, song of the year, and "Take Me to Church Got Robbed."
All right, "Take Me to Church" is a hell of a song, but I thought Annie Lennox ruined that on stage. I thought she was way over the top.
I didn't see that. I missed that.
So a lot of people are saying Annie Lennox's performance with him was the best performance of the night, but I thought it was too much.
Well,
too
who's
loud.
this Sam Smith guy?
Well, he
Canadian,
is
right?
No. He won new recording artist of the year.
He's from England.
He's from England. He's gay.
Song of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we all.
Wonderful voice. Very melancholy. Very sad, but very beautiful.
And he sang the song with Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
And was she in Push It real good? Was
No,
she one
she's
of
not
those?
Salt and Pepper. No.
No, all right.
No.
She's smoking.
My God,
She had those
if
tapes.
we have any African American listeners, we don't anymore.
Why?
Because you don't talk smack about Mary J. Blige.
I didn't. I just
You
asked.
don't confuse her with Salt and Pepper.
Well, I did.
I mean, she's the goddess of soul.
What
she's
band
a
was
wonderful.
she in? She sang "Don't Go Chasing Those Waterfalls."
No, that's
No?
TLC.
And
Well,
there goes
no,
the
but
white
Mary J. Blige was in one of those bands.
No.
Yes,
solo
yes.
solo woman always. Not a lot of crossover to white America. Very, very big in the black community. Very, very soulful. Very powerful. Overcame a lot. She was a lot of drug addiction. She's very well respected and a great talent.
It's Mary J. Blige,
That's her.
and she was in a band.
No,
Before this.
she's always been solo.
No, she hasn't.
Jay-Z
I don't
probably
believe you.
produced her, didn't he?
I don't. She's been around for years, guys.
Yeah, but
Before Jay-Z, it's Mary J. All right.
All right, I believe you.
All right. Can you play something by Mary J. Blige?
No.
Dan? Can you, if I screamed out a song, could you play it?
Scream one out. Let's see if I can.
Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner.
You can't play Warren Zevon on the piano, can you? Where are you going? Little musical interlude. Very nice. All right. You know what, Dan? Before we what?
Can you play Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner?
Yeah.
Do you know it?
No. Never heard it before.
Really?
If I did, I didn't know that's what it was called.
Let's see.
Roland was a
McDonough, I want you to sing it.
No.
Yes. Come on, why not? McDonough, didn't you?
Danny's getting this archaic
McDonough
book
went-
out off the shelf. It's called sheet music.
McDonough.
We haven't seen it around here for probably 10 years in America. Not since the iPad was invented. So this is going to be very interesting.
McDonough, tell me a story about a Warren Zevon concert. Not the one that we went together.
Which
Didn't
one?
you go to a...
I've seen Roland. I've seen Warren Zevon 8 times. I saw him
At the
back
Park
to back,
West.
front row, at the Park West on a Friday night. Then I went out Saturday night to see him at the Holiday Star Plaza. Is that what's still called in Maryville? And he remembered me from the night before.
What did he say? What's up?
Yeah, something like that.
He did not.
Of course he did. I'm hard to miss.
Did he invite you on stage?
No. Wow. But you can't read sheet music, Dan, and play.
Do you need some glasses, Dan? What the heck? Look at him.
Just hold it up by the bathroom.
Our piano player can't read because he can't see.
Well, you know,
That's why Stevie Wonder could play the piano.
Oh,
I thought for
wait
sure he
a
was going to.
minute. Did you hear about Stevie Wonder last night?
Well, I saw him play the harmonica. He walked him out.
Did you see the big controversy today?
What?
A mic stand fell over and he grabbed it. True story. Look it up.
He's got white eyes. They're like freaking.
There is a group of people today on the internet saying that Stevie Wonder was never blind, and he did it because he saw the fame of Ray Charles, and he thought it was a great way to get his name out there. And what happened last night at the Grammys proves that he was never blind.
Offensive. I don't believe it.
He's fat. That's all I know. Do you see how fat he is?
First of all, he's absolutely blind. I mean, if he could see, there's no way he'd wear his hair like that.
He's got those funny eyes, blind people.
But seriously, look at it. I mean, I'm sure when you're blind, you have extra senses that kind of kick in. So maybe you sense the mic falling. I don't know. But you can look it up. There's a gif of him grabbing the mic stand.
Fighting to be done.
If he was wearing in-ear monitors while he was playing, an engineer may have said, "Watch out, the mic stand's gonna fall."
You know, leave it to the leave it to the tech guy to give
Put some beeps in there.
to give the right tech answer. I wouldn't know about any kind of headphones or inner ear listening thing. We used to have those, but apparently times have fallen hard at Danny Alfeld Studios because we no longer have headphones.
or in-ear
Headphone amp
monitors.
is gone.
We're so disappointed.
Yeah,
about
if
that.
this,
Yeah,
I dropped the headphone amplifier and we're going without headphones. But McDonough
It's
doesn't like that.
slippery out.
But you know what? This is sort of nice. It's like we're talking, we can't hear ourselves.
I'm enjoying not listening to you.
Best
The
way
mix
to
is
listen
good.
to you guys talk.
Sounds real good.
All right, good. See, I like it better with the headphones on. It
Yeah.
sounds like
Feels like real radio.
Right.
yeah. I know. We really.
By the way, nice job on the Zevon pickup there, Dan.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
I didn't recognize
You know-
those little black dots on that white page for a while there, but then they came together.
Well,
I gotta learn how to read
leave
it.
it to Danny to, first request to come out of the blue with something obscure like a Warren Zevon song. I thought you were gonna do like Piano Man by Billy Joel.
Give me a song, I'm a piano man.
I'm the piano man. Sing us a song, you're the piano man.
Yeah,
Sing us a song tonight.
right now.
We're all in the mood for a melody.
Ha ha.
And you got us feeling alright.
Yes.
Sing
Ha.
La di da di da.
Da da.
La di da di da la di da.
Oh.
Sign.
Say, hey,
Sing us a song.
I'm a
you're the
piano man. Hey.
Sing us a song tonight.
Ho ho
We're
ho.
all in the mood for a melody.
Yoo-hoo.
And your crotch feels so damn tight.
Ha ha.
Hey now, very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Mr. Gillogly.
My kids heard that song on the radio a couple years ago, and they were like, "Oh my God, turn that off!" And my wife says, "No, leave it on. You have to listen to what your dad uses to make the groceries get paid and the mortgage get." He has, and they're like, "Ew, that's what Dad does." I'm like, "Yes, Dad plays that song. Enjoy it."
Where are you playing next?
I'm all over the place. Where am I at? A lot of corporate.
Close
gigs.
by.
I play the Redhead every once in a while, just kind of filling in. I'm
Hello?
there late night Thursdays.
Help me out, the Redhead.
The Redhead, Ontario, 16 West.
very
Great.
nice.
Oh, it's one of the longest running piano bars.
You're
in-
right.
Yeah,
you're
you know
right.
what? My
They do it
friend
right there.
George played there when he was 16.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago with some.
I used to
Lady.
I used to have to wear a tuxedo when we played there. Now
Yeah,
it's just,
he
you know,
said he had to wear a
iron your
tuxedo.
shirt. Now it's like but it's great. They don't have any TVs, and they sell two things: piano music and booze. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
it's the way to
cool
do it.
place, man.
And open till 4 a.m., 5 on Saturdays. What's not to like about a place like that? Yeah,
Right.
Put it on the radar.
Let's check that out.
Yeah.
That's
So-
something I might go to.
You've never been there?
No, never.
Yes, you have. It's a
I've
small
never been.
little
Let's go.
joint
Let's take a field
on the
trip.
bottom of a. It's on the bottom of a
It's worth
tree
the field
flat,
trip.
right?
Fill up the bus.
It's it's on the bottom of a.
It's good
tree
to walk
flat.
down a couple stairs.
Oh, you're right. I've seen it a million
You've been
times.
there. What
Right
bar
there in
haven't
River-
you been to, you
Ah,
drunk?
right there in River North. Yes, right.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
down
and
the street from,
So
I
try to update my website regularly. So
What is your website?
go to pianomusicshow.com. That's
PianoMusicShow.com.
and we just redid it, so I'm anxious to hear what you all think about it.
Thank God it's not your last name.com because nobody can spell that. What is
Yeah,
it?
I did try to. I did have gloglymusic.com for a long time, and I even spelled it phonetically for the Gaelically Challenged. It didn't work.
I put GALL right away, and I went,
for
it's wrong.
GLOGLEE, and people were like, "Google Music? What?"
Gil,
Gil,
Ogilvy.
Yeah.
I mean, do
Gillogly.
you know the president of the Chicago Blackhawks is a McDonough? President Obama's chief of staff is a McDonough, and still nobody can spell McDonough. And it confuses me.
Because it's spelled different ways.
The three of us spelled the same way.
McDonough.
Very nice.
Yes.
But
Thank you.
Thank you.
your father changed it.
My father did change it. Well, they might have made a mistake when he came into the country, and he was such a gentleman he didn't correct
They made a mistake when he came into the country.
He had such good manners.
You be nice to Patsy McDonough.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, sure.
God.
That was pretty good.
That was horrible.
Why?
You sound like a gay Swede. And by the way, my father, every house he
I
walked
bet.
into, he said, "God bless all here."
God bless all here.
Right.
See? Is it the Swede again?
And do you know a good friend of ours who has a little Irish place down in the West Loop, Patio Fagan's?
Yes,
We
Mr. Pat Fagan.
Pat Fagan. When you walk in,
This we need a little bell so we could say Patio Fagan's. That's a nice bar.
Beautiful bar, huge place, great
He
place.
built
to watch,
it out of the ground.
Great place to watch a Hawks game.
You're the one that said to me, he's got the Polacks working there.
Who said that?
You did?
I never said
Oh,
that.
yeah, you did.
I
I said
never
that to Mr. Fagan. I thought he was going to kill me.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I never said it.
You did.
I.
I'm joking.
Anyway, you walk in and there's a sign that says "God bless all here, Patsy McDonough."
Does it really?
It was very nice. It was
No, don't you
an
feel
homage
bad
to
about
a
saying
great
that?
man.
What?
I just hope that.
I hope he took the good the Sopranos picture down.
I just
finally.
hope that the thing about my dad's name wasn't hung by a goddamn Polak. That's a joke because I never said it.
He built it right on the ground. He bought that piece of property, all union made, bricklayers and the electricians and the plumbers, and now he's got the Bill Curtis's stake there.
Still paying that labor bill.
He's still, yeah. Well, at least you know it ain't gonna go bad on you, and your toilets are gonna be stuffed up in 2 years.
No, it's a beautiful bar, and he's a great guy, and his wife's awesome.
But that
If
Bill
anyone's in the
Curtis,
West-
I had a hamburger there. It was probably the best burger I ever had.
There you go. There you go. Nice place. Great place to watch the Hawks.
Hey, the Hawks.
I never had a beer there, and I hope I don't ever. I'm not gonna have one today, but I hope I never have one. But I'm sure they're tasty.
There you go.
Yeah, and whiskey is probably fine too.
It
But
is.
don't drink the peppermint schnapps.
Don't.
It's funny, that
Especially
whole
if you just ate an onion
that-
pizza.
Yes, and have a bloody nose.
that whole kind of West Loop has just blossomed.
Yeah,
out
hasn't
lately.
it?
I'll tell you, it was at I don't know if I mentioned this before, but last time I was at a Bulls game, we were going to eat in Lincoln Park or Lakeview normally, and then head out there, and we were running late, so we thought we'd just kind of head down Madison. And I remember you drive down Madison going to the big barn, and you could get some crack, but you definitely couldn't find a nice restaurant or
No,
bar.
I used to have hookers open my door and get in my car when I was going to a union meeting. You'd drive down the lake, and you'd be at the stoplight, and they would just open your car. Hey, what are you doing? They'd try to get in your car. That was like in the early 80s.
So you were late for the union meeting?
No, I wouldn't. Ugh.
Yeah, but
that ain't my thing.
But boy, let me tell you, you want to be proud of the city. Go drive down Madison Avenue now, man. It is just alive with
It
a
came out of
nightlife
nowhere.
and condos.
I wonder who
and
made.
food.
There's a lot of people that got rich off of that.
Well, let me tell you, Pat Fagan might have been a pioneer out there because
That was smart. Well, if you look around, there's nothing but high rises. He's the only bar around there.
Very nice.
And on the other side, you would probably hit what is that? Elliott's. That's over the bridge and far away, and Milwaukee Avenue's right
Emmett's.
there. Emmett's. Thank you. Yeah. So that's the only two bars there.
Maybe I have been to every bar in this.
Maybe you have. So yeah, and every time I've driven by there, there's people at the
Absolutely.
sitting at the bar.
Wonderful.
It's a nice little restaurant bar. Hey, maybe we could do our podcast there one day.
He's very in with the Hawks, and in fact, in WLS, and there was some live broadcasts from WLS over there. Yeah, he very much embraces that.
Yes.
He's a funny guy. He's one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life.
Oh, he's a funny guy.
He is.
Like
He
a
is.
clown, he's funny.
Yes, I agree. He served he was a Marine.
He actually really likes the Horse Boy story.
I don't know the Horse Boy story.
The Horse Boy story. We were coming back from the Micro Brewer. Do they still have that? The Micro Brew Fest? It was like the early 90s, and we're 28, 29 years old going to the Micro Brew Fest on a Sunday in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Driving down LaSalle, hammered. There's 4 of us in the car.
Who's in the car?
Me, you,
I was there.
Fagan, and Layden, maybe?
I don't know.
And we're driving, and there's a guy. We see a carriage. There's a carriage, so we're pulling up on the carriage.
The horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah, a horse-drawn carriage. And as we pass,
opposed
there's
to-
not a horse there. There's a guy pulling the horse. The horse broke down. It was a rickshaw. So
Wait, what?
Fagan goes, "Hey, horse boy, want a carrot?" Horse boy, the guy spits at us. And we're drunk. And right when Fagan says, "Hey, horse boy," but he says it like Fagan, "Hey, horse boy, you want a carrot?" He spits at us. So we go around the corner. We're like, we got to go do it again. So we pull up from behind him again. And we pull up on him. All of a sudden he sees us. And he looks in, we're like, hey, all of us are going now. Hey, horse boy! We're all drunk. Want an apple? Want a lump of sugar? And he goes, F you! And then he turns and he's going back towards the stable. So, and we had done it like 4 times. It wasn't just 2 times. So
It wasn't just funny the first time. You got to do it
oh,
3
we
times.
just we were laughing our ass off too. Hey, horse boy! So he pulls down an alley with the horse carriage. There's the chick pushing him from behind. So she's pushing the horse carriage. He's pulling it, and he thinks he's gotten rid of us because he took a turn, you know. And we zigzagged our way back towards the street, and all of a sudden he met us head on at the street in the alley, and he looks at us, and he just finally started to laugh. He had given up. We were like, "Hey, horse boy!" So
the microbrewery fest lost some of its importance, is what you're saying.
Oh, we were hammered.
I don't remember the story.
Oh,
Are you sure I was there?
I'm positive. You might have been the one that said horse boy. I think it was Fagan.
Well,
though.
so the horse was bringing the carriage back because something happened to the horse.
The horse got
kind
sick
of a tragic
or something.
story.
Yeah. What the horse?
So we could have given a hand, but instead we. Oh well. All right.
What do you think happened to the horse? I know someone that's really against those horses being out there.
I thought they made it illegal. I don't see him anymore.
I don't see him much either.
I don't think.
Are
they
you
do.
for the horses like Liam Neeson or against the horses?
Well, I would probably have to get some more knowledge. I mean, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's really beautiful when you're in Old Town or the Gold Coast and you see that carriage go down. I think it's great for tourism. I mean, if they truly are mistreated, I guess that's one thing, but they seem to be in good shape and healthy and happy, and it seems to drive commerce.
Some people think driving commerce is a good point, but some people seem to think that they're mistreated.
Right.
And
I think they're the other
should be
big-
able to run around in the...
freely in Grant Park, yes.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, there are some people against zoos, so what are you going to do, right?
I don't know. I
was watching the Westminster Dog Show the other day, and it was beautiful. These.
Oh, that's horrible how they treat those dogs.
What are you talking?
They give them baths and they
Well,
they blow dry them.
Bows
Well,
in their hair.
there was protesters out in front because they were saying that people, if you love a dog and want a dog, you should adopt, and you should adopt from a shelter, and you should get mutts. And I just think that's
Like
crazy.
your dog.
Well, I have the best mutt in the world, but I mean, how could you protest against these people that love these animals so much? They treat them like parts of their family, and no expenses, and they treat them like their family, and it's a wonderful, loving thing. And I just don't know why these PETA people think that that's bad. I don't get it.
I mean, it's not like we make coats out of the horses.
No, I
Right.
I get
and
some of it. What do you think about protesting the elephants at the zoo, at the circus? I'm for that. I won't. I think
you're for the protesters.
yes,
because
they really. I don't like elephants. How they train those elephants. They poke them with hooks and stuff. And
what about the young child who's never going to see an elephant and gets to see it at the circus and then
so
gets
what?
inquisitive and learns about
Maybe
it?
he doesn't need to see the elephant at the circus.
I know.
What? Stand on its hind legs and put its nose up?
It's very.
I went to the circus
can't
at
do
the
that.
old stadium when I was a
Maybe
kid.
everybody should have the chance to see elephants in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
And we all just
Parliament
need to sack up.
What do you? Are you talking about Africa?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I am.
Can you Google and tell me how much it costs to go on a safari in Africa? Are you crazy?
It shouldn't cost that much. It's free. It's
Have you been to the
natural.
circus lately?
I'm more worried about those clowns. And I mean, if you want to rally against something,
Rally against the clowns.
Damn right.
You know, we should do that next year.
What?
Rally against the clowns. I hate clowns. They scare me.
You're going to have some angry clown listeners.
Oh, my God.
Awesome.
Well, no, I like Lauren Sharp. She's a good clown. But every time
I'm the last girl I
it's
made out
because
with.
of Gacy. I hate the clown.
The last girl I made out with, and Brian Unger and Mike Hansen can testify to this.
Because they made out with her, too.
It was a woman, and she was dressed as a clown. And I was in a bar at Belmont, and Damon, the Ford Tray Lounge, and there was some kind of clown. What do you call it when they get on a bus and they go from bar to bar? It's like
An act.
no, a pub crawl.
Pub
It was
crawl.
a clown pub crawl.
Oh my Lord.
And this girl came in, and for some reason, we started making out at the bar, and I had clown makeup all over my face.
So the fact that she was dressed as a clown, you figured, well, she's got to be easy.
Yeah, it's not a woman. It's a clown.
It's not like I'm cheating or anything. It's just a clown.
That's a true story.
The last woman you made out with was a clown.
Yes.
This
You
was
said,
nice.
that's it. I'm coming out.
Once you go clown, you can't go back, right?
Once you go clown, you wear a big frown.
And you're never going to go down. This is horrible.
Oh,
Makes
my
no
God.
sense.
What time is it?
Hold on. Wait, are we done?
No.
It's 8:43.
Oh my God, we've been talking for so long, Dan. I'm so sorry. Do you know? You know what I wanted to talk about? I was kind of checking out social media before we jumped on it, just seeing what's trending, and there's a name that keeps popping up everywhere, and the name is Bruce Jenner.
Oh my Lord.
Well, first of all, I was involved in a horrible car accident over the weekend, and it looks like all the evidence is not in yet. We don't know what's going on, but it looks like
He was texting.
they're subpoenaing.
Subpoenaing his
They're-
peenie
they're gonna look
before he
at-
gets rid of it.
They're going to look into the. I mean, you could get that from the carrier, so they're going to look into that. But he says he wasn't.
He or she says he wasn't.
Well, right
Was
now,
it he or was it she
it's right now,
driving?
it's still he.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm not against him making the decision that he's doing this. I have nothing against it. God bless him. But
I'm sure he'll be glad to know that.
well, I don't care. I'm just telling you. I know of two people that I've met that made that decision in their life, and I think they're great people, and I know them. But I don't like the way this crazy family, which I've never watched on TV, and I could really care less about, is hijacked America with their garbage. I every time I see Bruce Jenner and what are they, the Kardashians or whatever, I think of all the jobs they've taken away from actors and actresses and musicians with that crap TV show and all that live real TV, and now here he's going and doing this, and it's sort of taking on its own life, and it's ridiculous. It turns my stomach.
Did they make a show out of that too?
No, but you watch. They're gonna.
Well,
It's in the works.
right. Well, I mean, nothing's confirmed, but right now the stories out there is that he is indeed transitioning, which I think is probably the most courageous thing a person
that's
can
fine.
do. And and
But
again, I know people have done it too, and it's just these people are just so unhappy, and it's not a matter of making a choice. They already feel a choice was made for them that they say is wrong, and they say their whole life has been pain, and for him to go through this at that stage in his life, I think is nothing but courage. And I know it's weird, and a lot of
How
people don't
old is
accept.
he? He's almost 60.
Yeah, I would say he's up there with the AC/DC boys.
Right.
No pun intended.
You know what? I'm not judging the fact
But
of
yes.
what he's doing. I am judging the fact that this family has taken on a life of its own. And
Well, he's no longer with
this
the-
is important to America, the Kardashians and
Well.
Bruce Jenner, and Bruce Jenner has a sex change. It's not.
Well,
It's.
I'm
Go ahead, Bruce. Get it.
not sure why you're equating the two. I mean, it's,
What am I equating?
I mean, the Kardashian thing has been on TV
Because they came into our life because of that show.
Well,
And it's sort of been. I feel if they're part of our culture now, and it's been shoved down our throat.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. I've never watched that TV show ever. I've seen them on passing channels, but it was after the show was over, and they were on a boat, and I was like, "Who are these guys?" I guess do they got sons too?
Yeah, well, Bruce does.
Are they cousins?
Bruce was married before, and he has sons.
Right. Well, I saw them on a boat, and then I realized who it was, and
And-
I turned the channel because I want nothing to do with them.
Right, and that's your
And
prerogative, and most
right.
people don't. But there's an audience for it. What are you gonna do?
Well, yeah, like where's the audience coming for these reality shows?
Yeah,
I agree because they're putting actors out, or putting writers out of work. You know what's going on? What is the appeal of why are we just such a voyeuristic society that we want to know about people's private lives?
I
Is that
don't.
What it is? Because I know I agree with you.
No, I
don't,
know.
but, you know what is the appeal? You know,
Yeah,
my
I
kids
wanna
watch
learn.
the Kardashians. They're teenage girls, but they're like, well, we just want to see what rich people live.
You know
like.
the reality
It's
show I
it's that
watch?
vicarious aspect to
Right.
it. Like,
I
you live
think-
through them, but all you have to do is sit on your couch.
I watch the Pickers.
Right.
I watch the Pickers because
That's
I like.
a cool show.
Yeah, it's a cool show. I watch and I obviously collect things.
I don't
you
know what the Pickers is. What?
They go around and they collect old stuff, and they got a store in Iowa and they got a store in Tennessee now. And
It's like, have you ever wanted like a really big vintage Pepsi bottle cap? They'll go and find one at somebody's like
they do
farmhouse.
old motorcycles.
Boy, don't take this the wrong way, guys. But I think I'd rather watch the Kardashians.
Well, go ahead. But you know what? They're not. You're
No,
not going to
it's-
find these two
it's
dudes being
vapid,
shoved down your
horrible,
throat.
horrible.
They're making a
horrible
killing.
TV, and they're making Ryan Seacrest, put it all together. He's the producer. The mother was very much involved in this.
What channel is it on?
E.
They own that network, don't they?
I mean, and when you say the show, there's 6 shows now. They've all been spun off. There's,
Of that Kardashians?
yeah, they take the Hamptons, they took Miami, they took New York.
I had no, and I'm
They're
glad
not
I don't
coming
know
here,
that.
are they? Are they
I'm
coming to
glad I know
Chicago?
that.
They have no desire to take on Chicago.
You know what?
I
The
don't
one
think
thing
that's a good idea.
I hope Bruce Jenner remains healthy and lives a happy, healthy life. I really do. But I'm just so sick of seeing these people. I want nothing to do with them. I don't associate anything with them.
Well, the good news is ratings are way down, and it might have hit its peak. And I think reality in general, Dan, I think it hit its peak, and I think we're seeing a lot of slowing
Well,
down.
give
with
me
that.
the Dick Van Dyke Show back or something. I'll watch them.
There's some good writing going on. There's some sitcoms that are really making a push.
I am gonna.
and look at some
speaking
of
of
your-
sitcoms,
But
I am
also
going to
this-
start working on a pilot with a friend of mine. I'm going in to meet him on February 17th. Someone from the neighborhood who was a producer that and he did before we did the Village People in 8th grade. He did King Tut. And was on Bozo Circus.
Funky Tut. You're right, Dan. How do you remember that?
Yeah. So
Yeah, we didn't.
but
qu- Wait.
I'm looking forward to seeing him.
I'm sorry. Did he make it on Bozo Circus?
We'll have him on the show.
Because we auditioned.
Yes, he made it on.
We didn't get chosen.
We've never
No, you
been as
didn't.
good as Cliff
No, we
Grant.
didn't.
What did you guys
Cliff
do for
Grant
your
is hard to
audition?
follow.
Well, I
your
can
audition?
tell you, we were in 8th grade, and we were at St. Gregory's, and they had this thing called the Mardi Gras. And the Mardi Gras was only for adults. And they opened it up one night on a Friday night for some of the younger parishioners and students, and they had a talent show. We decided that we needed to be in the talent show. The problem, Dan, was we had no talent. So,
But that didn't stop you.
No.
No.
So the year's 1979, and disco's in its peak, and we find a little group called the Village People. And they I think they had the number 1 and 2 songs in '79, Macho Man and YMCA, and we decided we had to be part of it. So we decided we were going to do a lip sync to the Village People. And Dan, here's the beauty thing about us. We didn't just say, all right, let's go give this a shot, let's get up on stage and dance around. Dan, when I say we committed to this,
Yes.
we committed 132% to this. We went out and got the best costumes.
Wait a minute, but we weren't in the talent show. We didn't want. It turned out we didn't want to be in the talent show.
you're
We
right.
sort of took the whole thing over.
You're right.
We weren't in the talent show.
We didn't want to be. We thought we were the
didn't.
headliner.
We were like that. We turned it into our headline.
We didn't want to go.
So
with-
after the talent show was over, we came out and did our thing.
and did our entertainment.
And we stole the show.
And let me tell you,
The place went nuts.
we had
course. Why
choreographers.
Yeah.
We had such
We had to do it twice that
a
night.
well-routine.
They made us come back out and do it.
a well fine-tuned dance routine.
Yes. My brother Tommy and Jennifer Noski.
And Jennifer Noski,
did
Beth
the
Norfeld.
Yeah.
We had some choreographers. We had the routine down. We were choreographed. We were in line, in step with each other.
Yeah, we were good.
I'll tell you, I don't remember.
I was the leather man.
I don't remember. Who
I had plastic chains.
And it's been all downhill. ever
Dan
since,
was the
hasn't it?
cop.
Of course he was. And let me tell you, if you need a front guy, I'm your guy.
Yes,
I
he is.
nailed it.
So, but check this out. So 4 years later.
Well, hold on.
Okay,
Hold
go.
on.
Oh.
Hold on. So we go there, and Dan's right. We thought we were too good to be in a talent show. Laura Healy's up there, singing "Why Do Birds Suddenly Appear?" And we said, we're too good for this nonsense.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So
Did
we
she
came back.
sing that?
I think Marta Carrera.
Marta Carrera, the newscaster.
So what?
She was a newscaster.
I did not know that.
Well, she was at our 8th grade anniversary.
I was drunk. So anyway,
I know.
So then they brought us back that night to entertain again, and then the following weekend they brought us back.
Yes, they did. They
And then
invited
we-
us back.
And oh my God, Dan! And then it got to be this kind of thing, and we went out into the neighborhoods. There was a little place
Yes,
over
Sally
in Peterson
Stage.
and Western called Sally Stage.
Here, and now let me tell you what happened, though. Prior to that, we met Bill Murray. Bill Murray comes into our 7th grade class.
He was dating our science teacher.
I think they were married. I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
He just got on SNL. No one
And
knew.
yeah, he was. He was just on SNL. He just won the Emmy, and he came and he all of a sudden they said go next door, and we walk in and there's Bill Murray sitting on our teacher's desk, and he goes, "Yeah, I was in a Catholic school once. I killed a nun, and his sister's a nun." And then there was Joanne Santos, and there was a girl named Joanne Tarzan in our class. And Joanne Santos was a short, stocky little Filipino girl, and Joan Tarzan.
Well, I hope it's not listening.
Yes. He goes, Joan Tarzan goes up for an autograph, and he says, "Dare Joan lay off the bananas." And he gives her,
Nice.
He gives Joan, then Joanne Santos comes up, and he says, "Dare Joanne lay off of Joan's bananas."
I don't remember any of this.
I
How do you
do.
remember this?
I couldn't forget it. It was hilarious. But then
Well, what does that got to do with the village?
well,
Sorry,
I
the
had
Macho
the
Man.
courage. I was like, I bet Bill Murray. I want to call Ray Rayner. I want to try to get on Bozo Circus.
Wait,
You were inspired.
wait,
I
wait,
was
wait,
inspired.
wait.
I wasn't.
I think
brought
you're,
the,
but you're
took the
but,
fear away from me.
But hold on,
A year
Danny.
later, yes.
This is
A year later.
The 4 years later.
No. We didn't audition for Bozo Circus in high school. We're in grade school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Cliff went on.
All right.
Cliff was on.
Oh, well, now you gave away his name.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I did before.
So anyway, we have a little bit.
Just
following
I don't
in
want
the
to jinx
neighborhood.
my thing. That's why I
And-
didn't want to say his name. So we get on Bozo Circus. We get to audition for Bozo Circus. We audition for Bozo Circus.
At
So
7 in the morning.
we're on the way, to WGN Studios, and we're in my parents' station wagon, the Crown, whatever it was, and we had the 8-track in there and everything, and we're listening to the Village People, and we have this. We didn't have a boom box. We had one of those tape recorders,
Nice.
And so we get there, and Fraser Thomas is sitting in the corner with a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning. No, he had a
No
bucket.
six-pack.
He might have had one behind him.
Sure.
But there was definitely a bucket of chicken at 7 in the morning.
Yes, between his legs,
Yes.
gnawing on this chicken. All right. And the producer gets us, and he sits us down,
Oh
and he
my
tells
God.
us, "All right, let's go. We're
Got
very
it.
excited to see you guys, and
Heard so much
let's
about your
let's
act.
let's see it." Yeah.
Your advanced team.
Heard so
prepped
much
them.
about you guys are getting around. So we get up and we press the tape recorder and we start.
Oh my God.
Dun, 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 dun,
Body.
dun. We turn around, body, wanna
Wanna
feel.
feel.
All of a sudden, the tape recorder starts going. McDonough falls on his ass.
I fell.
Right on his ass.
Nice audition.
And I don't think I got up.
I don't think
I
I
stayed
can still
down.
see you laying there. And then he stopped us.
Okay,
he
that's
got
it.
stopped.
You got the hook out.
He got the hook
Long
out.
We got
show.
the hook.
We got the hook.
Long.
Oh, was heartbreaking.
It was so heartbreaking.
So we
Fraser
get in the
Thomas
car on the
choked
way
on
back,
it.
and something my mom sticks in the Village People thing. We're like, turn that off!
Never want to hear that song again.
Oh.
All right, so you'd think that would be a tragic end to a story, but 4 years later, we're seniors in high school, and the guy in charge, I believe his name was Dick Doyle.
Mr. Dick Doyle.
Dick Doyle was in charge of the entertainment at St. Gregory's Mardi Gras.
Sure.
Which, by the way, Dan, if you, I know you're
Mr. Doyle
you're
passed
playing
away.
around with these keyboards, and I know Matt's in this band, but guys, you haven't been anywhere until you played the St. Gregory Mardi Gras.
No, you
And
haven't.
so back by popular demand, they called us and said,
4 years ago.
would you reunite?
A reunion tour.
With that, but then we added because we knew they were going to want more.
My God, guys, first of all, we had costume changes.
Yes.
We had, what do you call it, strobe lights. We
Yes.
had smoke effects. We did.
We did in the Navy.
In the Navy.
You can sail the seven seas.
In the Navy.
Yes, you can
And
put your mind at ease.
Oh my God.
And then we did the Jackson 5. Let's talk about that now.
Wait
We
a
wouldn't
minute.
get away with that
Excuse me.
today.
Hold on. At the end of In the Navy, they chased me through the halls, and then we come back, and we're in Hawaiian
Oh, my
shirts,
God.
and we did Key West.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, wait.
Four
did you even
songs.
know the Village People had that many songs?
No, I did not.
I mean, and these
I'm
were
shocked.
choreographed to the T.
Yeah, the Key West was a little crappy by the time we were sitting in chairs and
But I gotta be honest, but this time we're seniors in high school. We were drinking.
we were drinking in 8th grade.
Which made the performance all that much
Ixnay.
better.
I extend my ass. We were drinking in 8th
I
grade.
think there might have been extracurricular.
Oh, my God. It was the 80s. But then we did the Jackson 5, and that was when they did the 25th
Motown
anniversary
reunion.
for Motown.
And we
we kicked
all,
the crap out of that. But we did it in blackface.
We did it in blackface and afro wigs, and nobody thought.
No one said anything. It
Nobody
was
said
like
anything.
nothing.
Because it was St. Gregory.
But we weren't. The thing was, when we were doing
was an
we,
homage.
we weren't thinking.
An homage.
We weren't thinking like that. You know, we wanted to be the Jackson 5
Yeah.
when we did it. You know, we were.
Going for reality, man.
We were.
Well, anyway,
The Wire was really into Tito.
He was he became Tito.
He was Tito.
Well, anyway, listeners, I'd like to say for the first time, 30 years later, there will be a reunion.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, dear God.
That's it. Thank you, folks.
That's it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. We'll see you in a week. That's how we end these things.
Peace.
Thank you
I
for
got a
coming.
real quick announcement.
Oh,
if you don't
okay,
mind.
wait a minute.
Just when you thought you were safe. Oh,
So,
by the way, Matt's got this really cool thing I heard about. So, are we going to talk about the Hard Rock?
Yeah.
What?
Wonderful.
The
Dan,
Hard Rock?
Wait till
So
you hear this.
we're
Why didn't
doing
you jump
a
in earlier.
we're doing a battle of the bands, right? It's global.
You're doing it?
Yeah, Non-Exotic is going to be doing this battle of the bands. And if you log on to our Reverb Nation page, reverbnation.com/nonexotic,
reverbnation.com/nonexotic.
you will be directed with this button that says vote for us to go to Barcelona.
Nice.
Vote for non-exotic to Barcelona.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do this battle of the bands. Hopefully if we actually get the chance to perform at the Hard Rock Cafe here in Chicago. After that, we go through a few rounds and then potentially head on over to Barcelona to
Is that in
kick some ass
Spain?
over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was making sure it wasn't like in Kentucky.
Home of Enrique, birthplace of Enrique Iglesias.
Is it?
Yes.
He's Espanol.
Yeah, well, half.
Half what?
Filipino, half Spanish.
He's half Filipino?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's it. Just go vote for us.
Vote for non-exotic in the
It's
Battle
a-
of the Bands.
It's the Hard Rock Rising Battle of the Bands.
And there'll be a little thing on the webpage, on the Facebook page. I'll share it.
Wonderful.
Share the Facebook page
Cool.
to me, and I'll share it to Dan and Dan.
Yeah,
Wait a
we will
minute.
for sure.
So if I'm going to summarize, Danny is shooting a film and is looking at maybe doing a pilot. Matt's band Non-Exotic is playing the Battle of the Bands at the Hard Rock to go to Spain. Dan is playing his piano wherever we'll have, including that red hair. I'm going home to walk my
Redhead.
dog. Red what?
Redhead.
Redhead.
Piano bar, yeah.
You're
I'm
going
going-
home to walk the dog?
There you go.
And that's just not metaphor for anything?
The redhead.
Hello.
Good night.
Good night.
See ya.